Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul Gilson, the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. Yeah, and I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. And what I want to share with you is my little smoking nook. Okay. Now I bought this roll top desk. Okay, and it's got a picture of my grandson on there. It's got a made in Germany clock. It's got a lamp that says America. And in front of my grandson, it's got a little American flag pin, which actually was made in the USA and not China. Yeah. And that right there is called a doily for those of you who know what a doily is. That's old school. So my roll top desk, all right, here. I love this roll top desk. Yeah. It goes up like that. Yeah. And you can actually take a candle, put it right there, which I love candles. Actually, inside of my this top drawer here, we'll try not to burn the house down. We've got some Zippos and so forth, Zippo lighters. In the next drawer, we've got, yeah, we have a couple of knives. Those come in use. And then I've got various things, in these little storage units, little sticky notes, because I'm getting old and I have to write down stuff to remind myself. And, I got my little pack of cigarettes there, pipe cleaners that Mark sent me. Thank you so much, Mark. And we have, Decatur pipe shield. And that is like a hand wax that you just apply with a cloth. And, so we've got that in there. And then in that drawer, you always have to have an unlimited amount of Zippos. Yeah. So then we have this cool ashtray, which I don't think they even make ashtrays anymore. I bought this at a thrift store. Got a couple of tampers here. Mark Hill bought that one for me. Thank you, Mark. He gifted that to me. I've got that. We have a Mr. Bragg. Oh, this is a great pipe. It's a pear pipe. It's a Mr. Bragg Latakia number 44. But for me, this is where it all started, right here. This is a Dr. Graybow, which I think I spent about $50 on. And yeah, that was my first pipe I ever bought 3.5 years ago. Yeah. And the briar is unbelievable. Yeah. So in this drawer, we have some knife sharpening stuff. I've got a little journal that I keep. So it's kind of my little nook. This actually is very important to me. Eventually, there's going to come a day when we're all going to expire. When our life is going to come to an end. And I have a GBD unsmoked vintage GBD. Look at that silver medallion there. Yeah. And it's a Canadian style pipe. And it's a GBD. I don't know. Trying to read this. London, England, bowl number 254. My sons all have instructions that when I go home to the Lord, which I will someday, hopefully not for another 30 or 40 years, they are to stoke this up with whatever they want in it. That's going to remain unsmoked. Now that is Superior Bright. I don't even know how old this pipe was. It was an estate find, unsmoked. Yeah. So, I'm not going to smoke it, but my boys know where the pipe is. You know, it's right in there. And, yeah. So, I'm going to, this is kind of like my little smoking, you know, it's kind of like a little special spot for me. So we're going to pause the video and I'll be right back in a nanosecond. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back. Yeah, pipe smokers, we're back. Yeah, this is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. And what I want to share with you is this is where it all started for me with pipe smoking. A Dr. Greybout. Yeah. And in it, the first blend I ever tried smoking, and my Grandpa Gilson smoked a pipe. We loved it. I mean, back in the 70s, we'd go over for Sunday dinner. Grandpa Gilson would be in the living room smoking a pipe, and it just smelled awesome. You know, you didn't. And back in those days, when it was Christmas or whatever, we'd buy him different blends. You know, my parents would take us to a tobacco shop. We'd buy my grandpa, and this is going back into the 70s, like a whole bunch of different tobaccos and stuff. And, he never had to buy tobacco, you know. For his birthday, we'd buy him tobacco. Hey, he loved it, you know. And he lived to be 77. For me, it all started with this Dr. Greybout pipe, yeah, that I bought at a smoke shop. It was like $50. The briar on that is just phenomenal. All right. And Captain Black Cherry Aromatic. I don't know if you can read that or not. Captain Black Cherry Aromatic. And I started out with a little, I think it was like a 2-ounce pouch or whatever. And I smoked it, and then I loved it. So then I bought pounds of it. You know how it goes. And this actually has been cellared since 6 of 2020. So almost 2.5 years. And, when you open it up, if you store your tobacco, if you buy it in bulk in a ball mason jar, all right, it never goes bad. Oh. And that smells so good. So that's where it started for me. So let's light it up, eh? I sound Canadian or something, So yeah, there we go. My first tobacco and my first pipe. Ooh, that's good. I don't like the room note on this is like unbelievable, but it will give you tongue bite. It's not an all-day smoke. Yeah. Oh. I think everyone should have like their own little space and stuff like that. And I've been trying to organize my house and because when you get, older, I'm going to be 58 in December. When you start getting older, and I'm not old, but I'm not young anymore, it's Saturday night, okay? Most people are out partying it up at bars and stuff, and I'm doing a YouTube video on what I love and sharing a little piece of sweetness in my home that I want to share with my subscribers. Yeah, I could be out partying it up. I don't want to do that stuff anymore. I did all that in my 20s and 30s and even into my 40s. Yeah, so that's where it all started. And then we graduated. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. Hope I'm not boring you. I'll be back in a nanosecond. Oh yeah, we're back, pipe smokers. So anyways, I started out with that blend, and then I kind of graduated to other tastes and so forth. I have many different blends now, and let's just say I have a few pipes. So we have Scotty's Butternut Burley. Yeah. And this has been cellared since January 20th of 2021. They actually filled the order on January 13th of 2021 at 3:55 a.m. Yeah, Scotty's Butternut Burley. So that's been jarred for close to 2 years, It's freaking awesome. And we have our Mr. Bragg Latakia Bent, bowl number 44. Yeah. And that's actually made out of pearwood. It's like unbelievable. Yeah, that is a great pipe. Yeah, so let's start it on fire. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Thank you, Mark Hill, for that tamper. Look at that. That's a beautiful brass tamper. Actually, I have the original box in here. It's from, let's see, tamper gifted from Mark Hill, UK. And it is from Jack the Piper. And I think it's called a Greek column. I don't know. But they're not cheap. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Mark. And check out his channel. It's Mark's channel is Welsh Piper 62. Welsh Piper 62. And he's a great mate of mine. Oh, that's so good. In the news, I want to share something with you guys. Oh, by the way, I've got 2 pipe holders. They're made by Mr. Bragg. They're actually rosewood. The pipe sits in them very nicely. Yeah. So, I'm normally a beer drinker, but occasionally I drink wine. Now, I want to share something with you folks, and this is history, okay? There's a wine company called 19 Crimes, okay? Now, if you were in the UK and you created, if you sinned and did any one of the 19 crimes, and I won't go through them, you were banished and they sent you to Australia. Yeah. Uh, Australia used to actually, Aborigine people, dark people, lived there, and there was no white people. And the UK decided that, hey, you know what? Anybody that creates any of these 19 crimes, now you could create worse crimes and they would put you to death in the UK. But there was 19 different crimes. I won't get into it. You can look it up. Look up 19 crimes, okay? If you did any one of those 19 crimes that didn't fall under the death penalty, they would send your ass to Australia. And that's how white people got there. Yeah. So 19 Crimes is a wonderful brand. It's actually made in Australia. And what happened was there was a man many, many years ago, and I don't have all my research in order. I can't remember it. He was banished from the UK. They sent him on a ship to Australia, and he adapted and overcame and started making wine, you know. Now this one's called Banished, and it has a picture of this person on here. He doesn't look too happy, and his name was yeah, let me just read the label, okay? 19 crimes turned criminals into colonists. Yeah. Upon conviction, these rogues, guilty of at least one of the 19 crimes, was sentenced to live in Australia. So they were banished. Rather than death, the banished is a tribute to James McNally Wilson. That's that guy's name. He does not look very happy there. That is James McNally Wilson. And it says he lived from 1832 to 1921, which if my math is right, the fucking guy lived to be 89 years old. In 1866, Wilson was court-martialed for desertion and mutinous conduct and placed aboard the last convict ship he was placed on the last convict ship to sail to Australia. In 1876, Wilson survived a dangerous escape from his prison in Fremantle and fled to New York, where I live. Yeah. Somehow he got here, you know, spending his remaining years in the U.S. to learn more about this and similar stories. Please visit us at 19crimes.com. Download our Living Wine Labels app. Yeah. You can actually download the wine app, take a picture of whatever wine that 19 Crimes makes, and it's pretty creepy. The face comes to life, and it talks and tells you, you know, what they did. And you know, This is a red wine made in Australia, 13.5% alcohol by volume. Yeah. Check out 19 Crimes. This one's called The Banished. Check it out. Wow, just my 2 cents, you know. If you like wine, you know, occasionally I'll drink it. I don't know, it's $11 per bottle. Anyways, yeah, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. It's getting late. Check out this 19 Crimes. Google it. All right, there's like a million different ones. And very, very fine wine for, you know, between $9 and $13 per bottle. Yeah. The Banished. Yeah. That guy lived to be 89 years old. That's his mugshot. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to do the K-Woody thing. And if you like my channel, subscribe to it. Hit the little bell button. Hit the reminder button so when I come out with a video, you'll get it. And share my channel with your friends. Share my channel with your friends. You know, I love doing these videos. I fucked off the whole summer. I did music videos, all that stuff. People were asking me, is this a music channel or a pipe channel? So I had a bunch of subscribers that were like subscribing to, you know, because of the music, which isn't always good. And then I had subscribers that were, you know, looking at me for the pipe stuff. So anyways, I don't know. It is what it is. But it's almost November now. Yeah. So anyways, love all you folks. Subscribe to my channel and pass my name on. My YouTube channel is under Paul Gilson. But I go under the handle of Paul the Pipe Guy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was long, drawn out. I'm long-winded. It is what it is. Got to have a special place in your house. You know? I love life. Yeah. Anyways, God bless you all. Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. I'm still alive, over and out. Yeah. And God bless you all.